couple of things that you want to say to the Magic community and just, how excited are you to see them and meet them?
I'm super excited. I can't wait to work, and I'm here to win. That's all I'm gonna say. We're here to win games.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the All Things Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Vic Lopez, as always, and this should be a quick pod. I just want to address what I just watched out of Jace Richardson, a player that I feel like when I look around to see what people think of him, definitely looks like a guy that people have mixed feelings about. And for obvious reasons, right? Like the size is one of the biggest question marks of this player. 6 foot, right? Because they had him listed at like 6'3" at Michigan State. So it's like, you get those 3 inches knocked off, and now all of a sudden people are like, well, what is this going to look like? Right? And I'll tell you what it's going to look like, because I was very impressed with Jace Richardson. In fact, I actually think that he is going to be a steal for the Orlando Magic, which is someone that they absolutely need to hit on, in my opinion, because of the money moves that they've been making recently, right? They just paid Paolo, obviously. They made that move for Desmond Bane, and all of a sudden this team is looking expensive by the day, right? So little by little, you need those guys that are coming in on those rookie scale contracts to be players that can actually help you and be rotational guys. That's exactly what I think Jace Richardson is going to be. Now, the way he plays in this summer league game, it's just one game so far, right? And he got a little banged up. I think he hurt his ankle or something like that. I don't even remember exactly. But this guy, man, just the first shot he takes is an off the dribble 3. It looks in complete control. He knocks it down, zero hesitation, all confidence, and he's back down the floor ready to play some serious defense. You could talk about the height all you want. I know that that's a problem these days, like where we value height, length, versatility. It's such an absolute necessity from players these days. But if you are a guy that's 6 foot, which is I think what he's actually measured at, you got to be smart out there. You got to be quick. You got to be economical with your moves, right? Meaning not do too much, not spend too much time on the ball, make quick decisions, make quick reads. If you have a shot, take it. If you have a pass, make it. If you see a closeout, attack it, and just make these micro decisions at light speed, because that's what keeps you on the floor. On top of the fact of also having to be a more than competent defender, especially when you're undersized like Jace is. Now, this guy's timing off the ball, cutting, and how he positions himself to play the gaps on defense when he's in help, I think he's an incredibly well-coached player. I think that this guy has been so well-coached, and it's no surprise when you think about the fact that obviously his dad is Jace Richardson. So when you're the son of an NBA player, you know that at the very least, this player is going to have access to things that other players just aren't, right? He's going to have access to great training regimens, insider information on how the NBA life is, what it takes to be an NBA player, what it takes to be a professional basketball player, right? And what are the standards? So like off the bat, just having that part of it gives you a boost, in my opinion. Now, looking at just the way that he has been playing defense for them so far after one game, he picks up full court, whoever is bringing the ball up, right? The main matchup in the beginning was Devin Carter, and he's picking up Devin Carter full court. He's staying attached with him. If Devin Carter's playing in a pick and roll, he's basically trying to blow up that pick and roll, stay attached, play physical, make him feel you, and just like make him very uncomfortable, right? Get in his airspace, and that is something that Jace Richardson was doing constantly. And I just really like watching this guy's effort. He just plays so hard on both ends of the floor. I also love watching how he creates space for himself when he's off the ball to try to, create windows to try to catch a pass, right? Whether he's waiting for an inbound or he's just off the ball and he's trying to get free. This guy does a lot of creative things, and it goes to that coaching part, right? Like, you can just tell that this guy has been taught how to play basketball. And I talk about this stuff all the time. Like, if you're undersized, or, if maybe you're just not polished yet, in terms of offense, right? Like if you can't shoot or you can't really handle the ball, how is your decision making? Where is your positioning? How is your IQ? Like, how can you impact the game in ways that, that are outside of scoring, right? Can you defend? Can you help the helper, right? Can you be in a position where you're going to grab a rebound? Can you box out people in a timely manner? Are you cutting when heads are turned? Are you putting yourself in a place where you're opening yourself up to help a teammate, right? Are you spacing properly? Just these little things. And Jace Richardson does all of these things, plus he has the skills on offense. So it's like he can shoot the ball really well, right? He goes, 2 for 3 from 3. He's 5 for 8 from the field. He actually, like I mentioned earlier, he got hurt earlier in the game. I think he hurt his ankle, so he missed some time, and then he comes back in and he helps them mount a mini comeback before they end up losing this game. But this dude is just doing a little bit of everything, and you're not going to really see it in terms of like rebounds, assists, but just the little things off the ball are so impactful from this guy. Like when he attacks a closeout, his handles are tight in traffic. He's not rattled. He looks very comfortable. I really enjoy watching these players that are young and they already look like vets, right? Like he doesn't look bothered by any defense in front of him. Now, this is just one game, so obviously it's really early to tell, but if I had to judge this guy off of one game, I would tell you that he's actually a rotational player off the bench. He can catch and shoot. He can look for windows. He can cut to the basket. He finishes on contact on a lot of these plays. He knows where to get the ball to. Like I said, he's very economical in the way that he plays. Like he doesn't stay on the ball too long. He sets off-ball screens and he really makes contact on them. Like that is something that annoys me. Like I have a pet peeve when it comes to these off-ball screens, and so often people will just like half-ass set it, right? And just let a defender just go by. But this dude makes contact on all these off-ball screens, and he's setting pin downs. He's setting flex screens. This dude is just like looking for ways to make an impact, and he may or may not know if it's going to result in buckets for the team, but it doesn't matter, because when I watch him play, he's just like, I'm going to set this hard screen and I'm going to make these defenders work, right? And if they overshow, he's cutting and maybe he catches a pass and he makes the next read, or he comes off of that, he'll set an off-ball screen, and then he'll just kind of flip around, come back up, catch the ball, make the next read. Like he's very productive with the way he plays, and that's something that, like I said, it comes with good coaching. Speaking of which, obviously, as everyone knows in this case, he played at Michigan State, so coached by one of the greatest coaches in the country, Tom Izzo, right? Plays 25 minutes per game. I'm looking at these numbers right now. For a 30-7 Michigan State team, these guys finished in the Elite 8, and this is what he put up. 12 points, 49% from the field. He's 41% from 3 on 114 threes, so this is a good sample of shooting. He's 83.6% from the free throw line, so this is a guy that has good touch, has good mechanics, just a good feel for the game as well. The 1.9 assists, the 3.3 rebounds. I think he was under a turnover a game, so just a very productive player, right? And on both ends, right? So like, if your concern is size, that's totally fair, right? But he's coming to a team that's one of the greatest defensive teams in the league. Okay, so that's going to be something that really covers ground around him, right? And not to mention his effort, right? Like if he's going to be picking up full court, he can totally do that, right? And make guys turn and turn and turn. He's quick with his hands. He's got great hands, and he's got really good instincts. Just generally a really smart player. And I feel like with the 25th pick, the Magic could have done a whole lot worse. Like, we're talking about a guy that's the son of an NBA player who was a damn good NBA player, had a really long career and a successful one. He played really well for one of the better college programs in the country and playing under one of the best coaches in the country. At the end of the day, you're getting someone who knows how to play basketball, who actually can shoot the ball, who can put the ball down and make reads, and isn't afraid to show some serious effort and play hard at all times on the floor. Off the ball, he's doing productive things like I mentioned earlier. So I think this is a no-brainer. Like, if I had to judge a guy off of one summer league game and overreact to it, this guy's awesome. Jace Richardson's awesome, and I really hope I see more of him during the regular season. The Orlando Magic are going to need help right, in terms of that bench. But, you know, he's going to have Mo Wagner. He's going to have Jonathan Isaac, assuming he's not going to be starting. So he's going to be surrounded, like I said, by some nice, sizable teammates, right? Now, how he fits, that remains to be seen. But clearly with the way he plays in this summer league, like I said, he doesn't stick on the ball too much. He really plays like how you would envision a rookie that's like 19 years old, how he would be playing in a real NBA game, which is like, you're not going to get the ball a whole lot, right? Like when it does find you, you got to make quick decisions. Off the ball, you better be setting screens, you better be moving and cutting and helping your team in any way possible, right? So like, it's those little things that I see from Jace Richardson that I'm thinking he may or may not be there. Maybe they send him to the G League. I personally think that this is someone that can really help them, and maybe he works his way up, and maybe he actually finds some serious playing time in the rotation off the bench. I know people are worried about size. I know people are worried about that. Like, he is very small. He looks small out there, and it's still way too early to, like, you know, get overly excited about this player. But I feel like for a first game of a guy that turns 20 in October, I think it is, or November, I don't even remember. You know, he already looked incredibly comfortable. Like, just watching how comfortable he was in his first summer league game is very impressive to me. You know, because I'm looking at these other guys who all the hype is surrounding them, and oh my God, you know, these guys are locks and they're so amazing, and they have dud first games and bad second games. And it's like, here comes Jace Richardson, who people are skeptical about, right? And puts together a great game, right? And not to mention, he missed a little bit of time because he was hurt in that game, right? So he comes back in and helps them do all that stuff. Shout out to Jace Richardson, man. I am a fan already, and I can't wait to continue to watch his summer league. Assuming they keep playing him. I don't know. You know how it is. Like, if a guy gets hurt and it's like, you know, a stupid little injury like an ankle thing or like a knee hit, right? They kind of shut these guys down for summer league. So I hope he continues to play. If not, and they decide to shut him down, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you guys on the next one.